Very good morning, students. Today we are going to see the next topic, that is the idea of satyagraha. Satyagraha means the what we want to see the idea of satyagraha, and who is the proponent of this idea of satyagraha, that we know, Gandhiji. Okay, let us see what is you mean. What is the meaning of satyagraha? Means working with truth or traveling with truth, living with truth. That is satya agraha. Satya means truth. Agraha means living with it or searching for it. That is the meaning of satyagraha. Okay. Then Gandhiji returned to India in January in 1915, and we know that he was working in South Africa, and where he had successfully fought against the racist regime, which with a novel mode of mass agitation, which he called satyagraha. The method what he used there in South Africa, because of the racist problem, because the blacks and whites, they was fighting each other. To solve that problem, what he made mass agitation or people's movement, that is known as satyagraha, what he called. And the idea of satyagraha emphasized the power of truth. Please underline that one, the power of truth, and the need to search for truth. Two parts are there in satyagraha. One is power of truth. We want to understand the power of truth, and at the same time we want to search for the truth. What we know, that may not be the reality, or that may not be the truth. So we want to search for truth, and if you are understanding truth, then we can if in search we are finding out truth means, then we can understand the power of truth. Then it suggested that if the cause was true, if the struggle was against injustice, then the physical force was not necessary to fight the opposer. If what is the meaning of that sentence? What Gandhiji is suggesting, that if we are standing for a reality or truth, and the struggle against injustice, that is here truth means what all injustice, discriminations, or dependency, or means overrule, like that things in the society, that is meaning of injustice. What we want to get really, it may be freedom, it may be fraternity, it may be support, like that, anything. That is if you are not getting properly, then we are facing injustice in the society, and we are standing for truth, and we are struggling against injustice, then there is no need of any physical force to fight against the opposer. Because the physical power, there is a limitation in physical power. If you are fighting against somebody with the physical power, it is with much of limitation. But we are working with our mind, our attitude, then we can fight. Really no need of any physical fight means physical power to fight with our opponent when we are fighting with truth, because that much a powerful weapon it is, truth. Then without seeking vegans or being aggressive, a satyagrahi could win the battle through non-violence. If the satyagrahi, how he can fight against, how he want to work with non-violence. He or she should not stand for should not fight with violence, and instead of that we want to stand with fight with non-violence. Means we should not show our physical strength when we are fighting with our opponent, if we are a satyagrahi. Or if you are not satyagrahi, if you are not thinking like that, only physical strength we want to show, means it's okay. And this could be done by appealing to the conscience of the opposer, because we are working with truth. So we are not going to react to the actions of the opposer. So they will feel like that it will touch the conscience of the mind of the opposer. People, including the opposer, had to persuaded to see the truth instead of being forced to accept truth through the use of violence. And if you are using the physical force, what will happen? The opponent also will use the means the power to show. They also use power, and they will have to persuade to see truth. They want to search, or they also want to fight to understand truth instead of being forced to accept truth. And we should not force anybody to accept the truth. They want to search and find out, and that also with if you are using violence, it is not at all possible. And by this struggle, truth was bound to ultimately triumph. If you are making the violence with struggle with non-violence, then really the truth truth was bound to be ultimately triumph, means it will become more glorious. Gandhiji believed that in dharma of the non-violence could unite all the Indians. All the Indians, if they want to come together, then also we want to follow dharma. Means we should not make use the physical strength. All the people, they are not physically strong to fight against the British people or any other people. So if we are saying like that, searching of truth or satyagraha, and what Gandhiji is taking like that, fasting a long time, fasting like that things, anybody can do that one. Already poor people of India, they were suffering a lot without food. It was starvation on time that time. So it was very easy to unite the people. Or what was Gandhiji saying? First, unite all the Indians together, then only we can work together to fight against the British people, that should not use any violence or any weapons. Then after arriving in India, Mahatma Gandhi successfully organized Satyagraha movement in various places. Then for that to organize the Satyagraha very successfully, in one sentence they completed. Gandhiji taken near about 2 years or more than 2 years to or more than that time he taken to visit each and every part of India to understand the people and organize them to give awareness about need of independence like that. And we can see them like that when he went to 1917 to Champaran, that is in Bihar. And for what purpose? To inspire the peasants to struggle against the oppressive plantation system. For that purpose he visited them there, and he was giving speech there. Then people, they come together, and the people got inspiration from Gandhiji. Then they started Champaran movement there in Bihar. And we can see again in Ahmedabad, Gujarat area, the peasants of this what we can say, cotton workers, those who are working in the cotton field, they were also not only cotton, other peasants also was suffering in the Kheda districts of Gujarat. And in 1917 itself, Gandhiji supported that peasants. Then why they was suffering? Not only the revenue and other things, they were suffering plague and epidemic. Then as the same time they was not able to pay the revenue, then there was British people was compulsory, they was collecting revenue. So in that case, Gandhiji is standing with the peasants and organizing the Satyagraha movement in Kheda also. So it is started with, in Champaran in Bihar. Then he is moving to Gujarat. Means we can see that he is reaching near about northeastern state. From there he is coming back to northwestern state and starting Satyagraha movement. Means that much he was traveling from one place to another place. And in 1918, Mahatma Gandhi went to Ahmedabad to organize Satyagraha movement amongst the cotton mill workers. Means 1917, Gujarat itself he worked, and Bihar also he worked. And 1918 he is going to Ahmedabad. For what purpose? To work with the cotton mill workers. There also there was getting much oppression from British people. So here we can see the meaning of Satyagraha, what it is, and what is Gandhiji's idea about Satyagraha, and why he selected Satyagraha, and what are the movements he started with Satyagraha. three movements names it is given. One is Champaran movement, another one is Kheda district's Gujarat peasants movement. Then we can see Ahmedabad cotton mill workers movement. And here you want to remember, you may get question like that in a map question also. Cotton mill workers Satyagraha movement in 1918. Then you want to find out the place, that is Ahmedabad. Locate that place and label it. Like that questions also you will get. So we will continue in next video.